From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
It is time for Horsin Around, presented by Stable Duel, and it is a huge day at Santa Anita Park, the great race place. Today, we decide who is the king of the West when it comes to the 3-year-old class, and pretty much we have ourselves a wide open field this year, and it's going to be great. This will be in race 8, by the way, as well, too, today, the Kentucky Derby. So, I mean, not the Kentucky Derby, but the Santa Anita Derby. So sorry about that. I want to say the Santa Anita Derby winner gets the automatic bid to the Kentucky Derby. That's what I meant to say. So sorry for that. So pretty much here we are. It's the biggest day of the year at Santa Anita, if it's not the big cap day. And this is where champions are made. This is where legends are made. So let's go ahead. I'm so excited. Let's jump into it. We're going to go through races 1 through 4. All right. Up first, we have in race 1, a maiden special weight for $76,000. It's going to be a mile on the turf, and we're going to go with the horse by the name of Cinti Winty. Cinti Winty will be the 2 horse and is 4-1. Cinti Winty is a horse that I do like a lot. I think that this horse will run a huge one because from the numbers that I've seen in the horse's last race, the horse did pretty well over in Ireland. Now has came over here and is going to be running in their first race in America. And the connections all said to me that this could be a big upset winner right here. The horse is 4-1 right now. I do expect this horse probably to go off at 6-1 because they'll look at it and kind of overlook the import because the horses only ran one race, but the horse did well in that one race as well too. So let's see how it goes. But Cinti Winty, the Irish bred, let's see how it does. And Patty Gallagher is going to be training this horse while Umberto Rispoli is the rider. All right, so we have ourselves another doozy right here. We guys also have Looking to Get Even. Looking to Get Even is a good-looking horse as well too, and is coming in here at 2-1 and is looking like it's going to be the favorite. So, you know, Looking to Get Even is going to be trained by Phil D'Amato. This horse was trained by James Cassidy, but now it's been handed over to the Phil D'Amato barn. And the last time out, the horse did finish 5th with Mike Smith as the jockey. So pretty much the horse finished 5th with Mike Smith. It finished 3rd and it finished 6th at Delmar. So the horse has a little bit of experience at Santa Anita, but still just has not been able to get over, but did run a bullet drill back on March 5th. So that is something to note with this horse as well too. And you're getting the top jockey on the circuit as well. So everything kind of makes sense here that you would go to Looking to Get Even when you look at the connection of D'Amato and Pratt. So we move forward and we have ourselves She's a Ghost. And She's a Ghost is a horse that's only ran twice, but finished 2nd last time out. Jose Valdivia Jr. Rode this horse on January 30th and was able to get the horse to the 2nd place finish that day. This horse is trained by Mike Pipe. He's going to be ridden by Ricky Gonzalez. So we'll see how it shakes out, but She's a Ghost has a big shot here as well too. And then we got Crazy Spidey. Crazy Spidey has ran 3 times and finished 3rd last time out with J.J. Hernandez riding the horse. And actually, this horse is coming from the Bob Baffert barn as well, too. So this is going to be pretty good when it comes down to, the stretch drive and everything like that. I think She's a Ghost and Looking to Get Even and our key horse, Cinti Winty, should be there vying for first place. So there it is. That's going to be a wrap on race 1, and we move to race 2. In race 2 today, we have ourselves the Gray Magician. Gray Magician is coming in here at 8-1, but the Gray Magician does have some pedigree to him as well too. The Gray Magician actually ran in the Kentucky Derby last year, even though the horse did finish 19th. It doesn't matter. The horse was in the field. Drayton Van Dyke actually rode the horse as well too, and the horse actually ran over at Maiden too as well in the UAE Derby. So, this horse does have the pedigree to show that it can run with the best of them. The horse did win the El Paso Derby as well, too. And the horse also finished by neck in open claimers for $100,000. So the horse's pedigree is there, and the horse is now left the barn of Peter Miller and is now being trained by Ryan Hansen. Now, what I see here, I think that the Ellen will be able to get this horse home because, she's giving up a little bit of weight. She's giving up 7 pounds right here. And I think that she's going to be good enough to get this horse home. Great Magician ran a bullet back on the 15th of March, and I think this will weigh big and weigh heavy in this race as well, too. This horse finished second in the Smarty Jones as well. So, the horse was doing very well back east. Now they brought the horse over here to the West Coast. The horse is somewhat comfortable, but I think that the horse gets their first win today at Santa Anita. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm taking the Great Magician. And then we also have ourselves the horse that's looking to be pretty much the toughest horse to beat in this race, and it's going to be a horse by the name of Zestful. Zestful is coming in here with a good speed fig as well too. Also ran huge in their last race, but finished fourth. But a few back, the horse did win over at Del Mar. Now, has the horse ever won at Santa Anita? Yes, it has. The horse won at Santa Anita back in 2019 on November 1st. So the horse does have the experience here, and that's one thing that you do have to look at and, take to the window with you as well, too. But Zestful coming in here looking pretty good, and you guys know this is a starter allowance, so it's a wide open race, but Zestful should be pretty good here. And also we have Publius Cirrus, and this horse is pretty good. One of the vets of the group, and this horse actually ran a great number last time out with J.J. Hernandez riding. Vladimir Serin is the trainer, and then we have ourselves a horse that is looking to get over. Horse finished first 3 times in a row, and then just recently finished second back on February 27th. So usually when that happens, the horse needs a little bit of a break, and that's exactly what occurred. Now we'll see exactly how good Cirrus is going to be today and go from there. Then we have King Abner, who I have in the 4th spot, and is going to be ridden by Jessica Pfeiffer. This is the first time Jessica's going to be riding this horse, and she's riding the horse for Phil D'Amato as well, too. And so when I look at this situation, you have a group here, a horse here that pretty much is ran some big numbers as well, too. The horse did very well in the San Antonio. The horse wound up finishing second in that race. So the horse does have a lot of class to it here as well, too. But the horse was at almost 25-1 that day as well, too. Kind of freaked out, and I think that maybe you could probably get an effort like that today, but we do have a good number on King Abner today as well, too, with the 6-1. Let's go ahead and move forward to race 3. In race 3, we have ourselves a really, really fun race here, and I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Hell Freedom. Oh, no. That's not our horse right there. So let me go ahead and get into my book real quick so I can get to you guys fairly quick. But I do have a race 3 here. I do not know why that did that, but oh well. Race 3 today, we have ourselves I Will Not. I Will Not is a really good horse here, and I think I Will Not. I think will be huge today. Pretty much the horse is 3-1, and I Will Not is coming back around after a short. He's coming back around pretty much short on this in this group as well too. So you guys have to be ready for that part. The 2 horse here, I Will Not, is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill and is going to be ridden by Mario Gutierrez. So you already know this is a pretty good connection. And the horse got to start off in overseas as well too. Did pretty good in the trials, and the horse did get itself a good win back on February 13th as well too. Last time out, though, as I said before, the horse did finish second. Now the horse is going up again in class, and I think that this is a good spot for I Will Not. And then we have City Rage, who's going to be the absolute favorite here. And City Rage is going to be pretty good. City Rage actually finished first last time out, 6.5 lengths on the turf, and 6.5 furlongs on the turf, and pretty much was the downright favorite for that race as well too, and beat Rager, who's going to be in this race as well. And then we also have ourselves a really good horse in Took Charge. Took Charge finished 5th last time out, but did win on debut back at Belmont. So this horse is trying to get their footing here at Santa Anita because they've just been claimed from the Chris Englehart barn. So, Peter Miller trying to get this horse situated, trying to get this horse together and everything like that. And we'll go from there. It looks like, yeah, and so the horse is the same owner, but they handed the horse over to Peter Miller since he's the West Coast trainer for this group. So pretty much we got Took Charge here as well. The horse should run huge. And then we also have Bedrock. Bedrock should be another good one. And I think Bedrock should be able to get us, a pretty good exotic here as well, too. So I like it. I like it a lot. And let's go ahead and get into race 4. And in race 4, we have ourselves a really good maiden special weight. I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Bobby Bow. Bobby Bow is going to be a Bob Baffert horse as well, too. And then we're going to also take the 3 horse, Today's Flavor, who's another first timer, and this is a 3-1 that's going to be trained by Doug O'Neill and is going to be ridden by and this horse is actually going to be ridden by Mario Gutierrez once again. And then we have Laurel River, the 4 horse, who's going to be ridden by Johnny Velasquez. And this horse is one of 2 horses here that has experience. So, this horse does loom a danger as well, too. So that's why we got to throw him in here. And then I'm going to throw in Bender. Bender is going to be trained by Richard Mandela and ridden by Jessica Pfeiffer. So I do kind of like this connection right here. And, I'm kind of hunch playing right here. I'm a big Futurama fan. So I think this could work out for us. So we'll see how it goes. This is race 4, maiden special weight. We have a lot of green horses in this race, but Bobby Bow has been running lights out when it comes to the morning. All right, so that's the first 4 races down. You guys stay tuned. This is Horsin' Around, the Santa Anita Derby special, presented by Stable Duel. Once again, that's going to be Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel, the Santa Anita Derby special. All right, we'll be right back.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right, now it's time for the Providence Stakes, which is race 5, and then we're going to review the early pick 5 as well, too. But we will be talking races 5 through 8 here, all right? So pretty much here we are, race 5, Providence Stakes, and we're going to go with a horse by the name of Ivy League. Ivy League, I'm betting for the upset here with Ivy League because I think Ivy League is a horse that's capable of upsetting this field. So Ivy League is going to be in the 7 hole, and this horse has ran from what I've seen, this horse has ran 6 times and has done very well at Santa Anita. Now, the horse ran 4 times at Del Mar prior to this, but has done much better at Santa Anita. The horse wound up finishing 2nd on debut, and Umberto Rispoli has been the jockey for this horse pretty much the whole time. But today, Mike Smith is going to be taking the reins, and when this happens, Richard Mandela is looking to get a big win here. So that's why he went to his guy, Money Mike Smith here. And pretty much this looks like it can be a big moment for Ivy League, who just finally broke the maiden and broke the maiden in convincing style as well, too. So I like Ivy League coming out, who's coming fresh off of a win in their first stakes race. And this usually works out to your favor if you bet it the correct way, and I feel like we're in the right spot for this. Now we have our next horse up is going to be a horse by the name of Going Global. Going Global has won their last 3 races, including winning overseas as well too. So now they're back at Santa Anita, and they won on February 14th on Valentine's Day, and then went ahead and won on March 6th as well too. And the horse is won in convincing fashion. So it's only right that the horse is 6-5. And once again, this horse is being trained by Phil D'Amato. Is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. So that's going to help with a lot of bets coming on that horse. But I really do feel like this is going to be a very tough race for Going Global because this is a different type of group here, and we'll see how it goes. But the horse did win its last 2 stakes races, Sweet Life and the China Doll, both at Santa Anita as well. So pretty much One was a sprint, the other was a route, and this is going to be a little bit further than the mile that this horse won on last time out. Now we got Quattroel. Quattroel is going to be ridden by Tyler Bays and trained by Jeff Mullins. Jeff Mullins and Tyler Bays connection. This is always a good one because these guys kind of stick together. Now, Quattroel did win the Blue Northerner, so this horse is going to get a lot of looks as well too, and did run very well in the China Doll, finishing third behind Closing Remarks and Going Global. Now, we do have Closing Remarks, a part of our group as well, too. This horse is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli. He decides to jump on the Carla Gaines horse instead of going with the horse that he's been riding on, which is Ivy League. So he sees something better in this horse, and that's why we can't dismiss this horse from the group either. So there it is. That's the 6 for you, Closing Remarks, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty wide open, very good race here in the Providencia. So we'll see how it shakes out, and we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and check out the early pick 5. In the early pick 5, I'm going 2, 6, 7, 8. And in the leg 2, I'm going 1, 4, 5. And then in leg 3, I'm going 2, 7. In leg 4, I'm going 1, 3, 5. And then in leg 5, I'm going 4 and 7. You guys, this is a $72 investment, so go ahead, see how lucky you can get to. And I think that I've set it up to where it can be a good, healthy price. And I think that we can get back a couple, maybe about a rack or two, or a couple $100. But all in all, it's going to be a good ticket. I think it will pay very well. And the $72 investment, I think, is right on the money. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to race 6. And in race 6, we have ourselves another great stakes race. And this is going to be the Santa Anita Oaks. The winner of this race goes to the Kentucky Oaks and will be seen as one of the favorites as well, too. I'm going to go with the horse that won on debut and looked good winning on debut, and that's going to be Sousa. Sousa looked so good on debut. I've only seen a few fillies run like that on in the type of race that the horse was in and perform the way that Sousa did. And then the connection is right there. You got Flavian Pratt, Richard Mandela, and these two to me are always like Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen, or Phil Jackson and I don't want to say Jordan because he has his Jordan, but this is like pretty much his go-to nowadays at Santa Anita, and these two always perform well, especially in these spots. So I'm going to go with Sousa to go ahead and become a superstar on today, and I'm going to take this horse because the speed figs might not be as good as the favorite in the race, but I know at the end of the day, this horse doesn't know anything but to win. And when you have a horse that knows nothing but to win, that's the horse that you want to jump on. So I have Sousa here, and then we have Beautiful Gift, who's another really good horse. And this horse is coming out the 5-hole. Bob Baffert is the trainer, and the horse did win the last 2 races, including the Santa Isabel, and won that at 3-1 as well too. So Beautiful Gift did beat out Mraz, so this one is going to be a good little race right here. Hopefully these two burn each other up so Sousa can just go ahead and take the front. And then when you look at it, Mraz did win their second race, but has never been out of the money. The horse finished second and lost by a head last time out. Michael McCarthy is going to be the trainer for this horse, and the jockey for the horse is going to be Umberto Rispoli. So this is going to be a very good race. And you know what? And usually on other days, I would say all bet this bad boy. But I would say like this, though, it's just a race where I got these 3 horses right here I feel really good about here. So, and you guys luck out because the 6th race today isn't a race that, leads into the late pick 4. It's actually it's an actual middle race before you get to the pick 6, and then 8 through 12 will be the late pick 5. 9 through 12 will be the late pick 4. All right, so there it is. That's the Santa Anita Oaks for you right there, and this should be a very good winning group. All right, we move forward to race 7. In race 7, we got Coast of Rhone. Coast of Rhone is going to be our horse here in an allowance race for $78,000. Now, Coast of Rhone is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill, and this horse is coming from the outside hole as well, too. I like exactly where this horse sets up at. I like the connections with Umberto Rispoli riding as well, too. This horse does have 3 wins as well, and did win back at Santa Anita on the 24th of January of this year as well too. So the horse is ready to run a big one and beat City Rage, a horse that's actually going to be in the stakes race today as well too. So you like the chances of Coast to Rome. But then you got Rip City here as well too, who's another really good horse. Mike Pipey trains, and Mario Gutierrez is going to be the rider for this horse. And I think this one will wind up being kind of a duel between these two, because Rip City does come in as a 8-5. So pretty much we'll see how it shakes out, see how it goes. But I think those two will be the horses you see down at the stretch. And then we have Motown Music. Motown Music looks like a horse that can loom the danger and is going to be trained by Mark Glatt and ridden by J.J. Hernandez. So I think this could work out and be a very good deal for us as well too, and be a very nice trifecta. And then I'm going to take the German import here as well too. It's going to be a horse that's going to be trained by Neil Drysdale and ridden by Edwin Maldonado. The horse was actually trained by Bill Mott before and had been running back east at Aqueduct, Gulfstream Park, and over at Saratoga and Belmont. So this horse does have some good experience. Has been around. Could be a horse for courses as well too. And it's the horse's first time out at Santa Anita. And I think that the horse, well, it's the first time out at Santa Anita in some time. I'm sorry about that. But pretty much this horse comes back around. 28 starts, looking to go ahead and get themselves a big win after finishing 5th with Giroux riding over at Santa Anita. So pretty much this horse wants to improve on that effort. So I like this group all in all. The 8, 7, 4, and 5. Let's see how it shakes out. And let's move on to race 8. In race 8, we got ourselves the Santa Anita Derby, and I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Rock Your World. Rock Your World is going to be trained by John Sadler and is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli. This horse ran a bullet on the 28th of March, and you know what? That just goes to show me that this horse is ready to roll, ready to be great. And Ron McAnally actually bred this horse as well too, him and his wife. And so this one right here is kind of special to Santa Anita, special to a lot of people that have connections to Ron McNally as well too. Then you got Sadler, probably the most underrated trainer at Santa Anita, because he's right there, right behind Baffert pretty much when it comes to having horses that are ready and just so sharp. And I think at this point in time, John Sadler will have the sharpest horse in the group. This horse doesn't know anything but to win. So I'm going to go ahead and take Rock Your World in the 3-hole to win the Santa Anita Derby. And if this horse does win the Santa Anita Derby in fashion, this horse will probably be my number 1 when it comes to the Kentucky Derby. All right, so we move on, and we have Medina Spirit here in the 2-hole. Medina Spirit has ran in 4 races, only winning once, won by a neck over Roma. Horse only won by a neck over Roman Centurion. So pretty much when you look at this one right here, you got these 2 horses that are probably going to meet up, and it's going to become something epic. But Medina Spirit does get a lot of looks because the horse did run in the Sham, the Robert Lewis, and the San Felipe. So the horse's experience is there, and it ran a bullet on the 22nd of March as well too. So when it comes down to it, but Medina Spirit looks like it will be in the thick of things at 5-2. And then there's a horse that I'm very keen on, and I almost put this horse as the number 1 horse, but I back a little bit because this horse does have the experience, but it didn't do too well in the San Felipe. But all in all, and that was coming out of a maiden special weight as well too. But all in all, though, this horse, the Great One, has a lot of potential to be a really good horse down the road if they keep this horse in training for some time. This horse is out of Nyquist as well too. So the trainer Doug, who trained Nyquist, this is a very good connection because he's training his son now, and this is one of his better horses. And ERJ Racing is this would be huge for their group right here if they're able to get home the Great One, who actually ran when he won. It was absolutely incredible because the horse looked so good doing it. So Great One does have a big shot here to go ahead and shock this field. So there it is with that in the 3-hole. And then we also have Dream Shake in the 2-hole. And I think Dream Shake can be will be just like how Rock Your World is. These horses are coming into a big race for the first time. And you know what? I just cannot overlook the Peter Urton horses in this type of race. Peter Urton has shot me before, and once again, he had his horse run a bullet on the 28th, which was number 1 out of the 75 horses that were training that day and timed that day. So, you know, Dream Shake is looming a big danger as well too. So that's race 8 for you, the Santa Anita Derby. And when we get back, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the final 4 races of the day, and then go ahead and talk about the late pick 4 as well too. So you guys stay tuned to Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right, we are back with Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I'm telling you right now, it is going to be such a good day today. I got that feeling. Even if I don't get a whole lot of winners, I think it's still going to be a good day, because you're going to have fans in the crowd. You're going to be able to have all the little fun specials that you have over at Santa Anita as well too. And then you get to watch the Bluegrass Stakes over at Keeneland as well too. So you guys make sure to follow the group over there on Stable Duel. They're doing some big things with Keeneland this weekend, because it's opening weekend for Keeneland. With Santa Anita, it's just opening weekend to bring in fans again. So pretty much, let's go ahead and check out race 9. And in race 9, we have Tap Water here in the Royal Heron Stakes. That's 200 K, and it is a grade 2. So I'm going with Tap Water here. Tap Water looks to be a pretty good look here. I think Tap Water should run pretty big here today. I like the pairing of Mandela and Smith again, and the horse did win by a neck last time out as well. So, you know, that told old Papa Rich something, and that's why he has the horse here now ready to run. Now, his jockey who rode that horse, Flavian Pratt, also rode Charmaine's Mia in the Buena Vista, and that he led that horse to victory. Now, prior to that, Drayden Van Dyke rode the horse in the La Cienegos and was able to win as well too. So the horse has 2 stakes up under its belt, and is coming in here as a downright bottom out favorite as well too. So you can't deny that part at 8-5. So, you know, Charmaine's Mia is the horse to beat, and I think that Tap Water is all the way up for it. Then we have Ride for the Cause. Ride for the Cause. This horse right here was trained by Gail Cox when the horse was at Woodbine, and the horse did run at Gulfstream Park as well too. The horse was pretty good in the beginning, but the horses had their issues as of late, and they got to Santa Anita and finished 6th in the Robert J. Frankel race. So pretty much the horse was literally a 4-1 that day. So with that, this horse winds up being a horse that you have to take very seriously here, because the horse has all the pedigree in the world, and the horse has 3 wins up under the belt as well too. And that was the horse's first race at Santa Anita, so you got to give the horse another chance here. So we'll see how it goes, but I do like Ride for the Cause, trained by Michael McCarthy, going to be ridden by Mario Gutierrez. Then we got another field of model horse here who's ran in the last 2 stakes here, the John C. Maybe Stakes, finished first, then came back around and was in the Giddykova, and the horse wound up finishing 4th. Pratt was riding this horse the last 3 times out. Today, Johnny Velasquez takes over the mount. So they do believe in something in Raimundo's Secret, and that's why Raimundo's Secret is a part of our group as well too at 4-1. Now let's move on to race 10. Race 10, we have ourselves a good stakes race here with the Evening Jewel Stakes, and I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Becca Taylor. Becca Taylor, I like this horse a lot. I think this horse does loom the danger and does present a good price for you as well too. Flavian Pratt's going to be riding this horse, and he's linking up with Steve Maetti. And usually when they link up, things work out very well. And Becca Taylor has not lost a one race. And the crazy thing about it is this horse has won twice at Santa Anita with Jessica Pfeiffer riding the horse. But this time around, you go get Flavian Pratt because you want to get this horse over the finish line with the photo being taken. And this is who will get you there. So Becca Taylor riding on the 5 horse, but Becca Taylor being ridden by Flavian Pratt. This should be something good. We got a 5-2 on this horse as well too. And we're going to go ahead and add in 5-5 Pharaoh as well too. 5-5 Pharaoh only ran once. Johnny Velasquez rode this horse back on March 7th, but this horse is going to be trained by Walter Solis. It is going to be ridden by Mike Smith. So you can see the connection there. You know, the great Alex Solis, this is his son. And so pretty much they're trying to make things look pretty good. And this is a American Pharaoh baby out of with my Fiona. So pretty much it has the Ghost Zapper genes to it as well too. So this horse should run big when you look at everything at the end of the day. And this is coming out of the Levinger Ranch as well too. So if you watch TVG, they do have a fun commercial on there for the owner group that does own this horse. So we'll see how it shakes out, see how it goes. But there it is. 5-5 got 5-5 Pharaoh. And then pretty much we move forward and we have our next horse is gonna be Pray for My Owner. That's a funny name, but Pray for My Owner looks like one of the better horses in this race as well too. Pray for My Owner finished 3rd on debut at Del Mar and then came over to Santa Anita in March after a bit of a layoff and came back and won by 4 lengths. So you know there's something here with this horse as well too. And Mark Glatt is the trainer and Tyler Bays is going to be riding. So we'll see how it shakes out. And then we also have Big Claire, another field model horse. I'm not trying to just pick on all field model horses. It's just that his horses have been running really good lately, and it's hard to not have them on your card. So pretty much I got Big Claire here. Big Claire is at 12-1. Gonna have JJ Hernandez riding as well too. This horse should have some confidence to it as well. It won pretty good last time out, and this time out it should be trying to run another huge one, and I think the horse will be right there in with the group. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out, and that's race 10 for you. Now let's go ahead and get to race 11. This is another allowance race. It's going to be $78,000. We're going to go with the horse by the name of Applecross, and this is going to be one of our deeper races of the day when it comes to horses involved. And I'm going to take Applecross here. Applecross ran in 4 straight stakes races before being brought back down to the allowance group, and the horse actually finished 5th with Ricky Gonzalez riding, and then Gio Franco rode the horse back in February on the 26th and wound up being a 3rd place finish. So that's just telling me that the horse is coming along, and the horse should be good for a big win today as well too, because you see the connection with Richie Baltus and with Johnny Velasquez. So let's see how it shakes out, but that is our key horse there, Applecross. And then we're going to go with the 11 horse here as well too, Noble Hearted. This horse is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt and is going to be trained by Peter Urton. The connection alone tells me that this horse does have a big shot, and especially coming back after this race. The horse did finish 1st with Umberto riding it over at Del Mar, but came back around and finished 4th back in February of this year. So, you know, Flavian Pratt jumps back on the horse to give it another chance. And I think that shows something that he had some, that there was just a couple little things missing, and they can probably get this thing together when it comes down to the 11 horse. Now we're going to go with the horse by the name of Cassie Bell. Cassie Bell is looking pretty good on the figs. JJ Hernandez is back riding the horse. The horse actually finished 1st back on December 27th at Santa Anita, then came back around and finished 2nd on January 23rd. And then when Tyler Bays took over the horse in the Spring Fever Stakes, Tyler rode this horse to a 4th place finish. So now JJ's back on top, and let's see how it goes. Sean McCarthy is feeling pretty good in the spot. This horse is coming back around after about a month, and the horse does look pretty good when it does get a little bit of a layoff. So we'll see how it goes and see how it shakes out. But Cassie Bell will be in our group as well too. And then we go ahead and finish up with Arctic Roll. Arctic Roll is actually going to be the 5-horse here. It is going to be 20-1. I know it's a big price, but you know what? At some point, we got to have a big price. So that's what I'm doing with Arctic Roll here. I like the way that Arctic Roll looked in their last race, even though they did finish 9th. I like the way that they looked in the race prior to that, but that was a year before. So pretty much when you get back to it, the horse needed a race. And today, I think what happens is that the horse does run huge. Michael Wilson is a very good conditioner as well. And, you know, the horse just needed a little bit of time. And I think that is going to get it together here and run a big one and wind up being in our exotics. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking Arctic Roll in that spot, and we go from there. And now we go ahead and we wrap it up with the Echo Eddie Stakes. And the Echo Eddie Stakes, I'm going to go with Found My Ball. Found My Ball is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill. And Found My Ball, I'm very familiar with this horse because the horse is just that good. I like Found My Ball. Found My Ball, first time out, should have won that race, but kind of ran into some trouble. Second time out, romped and looked really good, doing it as well too. And then came back around and finished 4th in the San Vicente. And then they brought the horse back around and it lost by a neck to Hotbox and on the 1st of March. So I'm telling myself right now that this horse wants to probably finish huge today and does have some of the best speed figs in the group as well too. And it's only getting better as the horse goes. And so pretty much I'm taking the 5, Found My Ball. Then we're going to go ahead and add in Chosen Veron. Chosen Veron is going to be ridden by Mike Smith and trained by Eric Krujak. So this should be a good one as well too. Mike Smith rode the horse to a 3rd place finish last time out, but the horse was able to break their maiden back on the 27th of December with Johnny Velasquez riding. Then we also have a horse by the name of None Above the Law. None Above the Law is going to be another one of our, that's another one of our kind of hunch plays in a sense. Does have a good number to it as well. It has a top jockey riding with Peter Miller, and these guys are such a good connection. You can't pass it up. And the horse did run a bullet back at San Luis Rey on the 16th of March as well too. So, the horse is fresh and it should be ready to roll. And I think we'll be right there to help us out with our super high 5. And then we got Let's Get Lucky, who only ran once, but one that one time out. Brian Cornier is the trainer, while Umberto Rispoli is going to be the rider here. So pretty much this horse does loom a danger and should be right there with this group as well too. And then we wrap it up with Cargo with our big number here. Cargo is our big number in the spot, and I think that Cargo should be pretty good as well too. And I like Cargo here. I think Cargo, it should be right there. It should help out our our super high 5. The horse is actually the 9 horse as well too, and the horse was going to be ridden by Johnny Velasquez. Phil D'Amato is the trainer, so this horse does loom the danger as being the price horse here as well too. So when you get down to it, that's going to be our group. It's going to be the 5, the 3, the 4, the 2, and the 9. Okay, so once again, you guys boxed up like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay, and that's going to be our group in the Eddie Echo Stakes and for the late super high 5 as well too. All right, late pick 4. Here we are. Races 9 through 12, we're going to all bet leg 1. That's race 9. In leg 2, we're going to go 3, 5, 9. In leg 3, we're going to go 6, 11. And in leg 4, we're going to go 2, 3, 5 for a $36 investment. And let's see how it shakes out. There it is. Once again, the late pick 4. Go ahead and get a good glimpse of it. Write down the notes if you need it. But once again, leg 1, all bet. Leg 2 is going to be 3, 5, 9. Leg 3 is going to be the 6 and 11. And the leg 4 is going to be the 2, 3, 5. All right, that's going to be a $36 investment. Let's see how it shakes out. And with that, that's going to be our card for the Santa Anita Derby Day. So you guys make sure to have your champagne, your wine, your beer ready when it comes down to race 8, which is going to be probably about 3:30 or so. Or 3 o'clock. So be ready for that. I'm going to be ready for that. It's going to be a big, big day at the Great Race Place. And, man, I look forward to it. And as I always say, bet with your head and not with your heart. And, hey, it is what it is. This is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. And we'll be back for Sunday's card tomorrow. So you guys make sure to tune in for that. and I am gone.